TransCamp is a social innovation camp that we're running with the trans community. So, and by trans we mean transgender or transsexual. And we're looking at ways that we can improve how the media portrays and treats trans people.
TransCamp is a really important part of our transgender work that we're doing here at Channel 4. But in order to kind of advance our own journey in getting this right and really truly representing the people we purport to represent, we have to have things like TransCamp.
So we've boiled down some of the most important issues to work on to 5 problems, and they've got the day to delve into the problem, work out some solutions and come up with an idea of how we could tackle it using digital technology.
The question that I was given today is the fact that people are not aware of the existence of trans children, and how can we change that?
One of the main things that I want to try and pursue is to try and stop bullying. I was beat up, spat on. There was one instance where I was in a ginnel behind my house, like an alleyway, and I was beat up by 2 40-year-old men just because I was trans, and I was 14 at the time.
One great thing I think that's happening today is, yes, you've got a lot of trans people who represent their different walks of life, but you've got a lot of people who come from different social groups who are providing solutions.
So we want to put a resource out there that parents will be able to access, but we wanted really to target parents who are dealing with a gender variant child and to try and help them.
We're looking today at how families react to people coming out, and what we want to put together is a web resource that allows the family to go and have a look at what it's about.
The presentations were great. I mean, it's really interesting because each of the issues they were talking about were really important and just as important as each other. So in a way it was difficult to kind of judge between the importance of the issue they were tackling and the actual idea itself. But the winner of TransCamp, congratulations to Trango! The winner of TransCamp was Trango. It was a really kind of clever way at looking at how much transphobic language is in the media. So it's kind of like a little app that you download, and it's kind of a bingo for transphobic words.
You've got to be out, you've got to be visual, you've got to have these spaces. The more spaces you have, the more matter of fact it becomes.
What I love about it as well, it's a really positive thing for the trans community. And there's so much negativity online. This is something very positive and forward thinking, and I think that's important too for morale.